Welcome, my name is Ricky, and today I'm going to tell you a story about a kid from Bulverde, Texas named Keith Morgan. Now, Keith, from a very young age, 4, has always been a massive fan and wanted to become a professional baseball player. That's right, Keith is a big baseball fan. Now, the problem is that Keith can't really throw or catch or hit well enough to actually play baseball. However, when he was in the 7th grade, he did discover one thing. He could run really fast. He already knew that. He knew he's always one of the fastest kids in his class. And when he was in 7th grade, he took PE, and his coach introduced him to the beautiful game of soccer. So he knew what soccer was, but it is Texas, so it's not like he'd played it much. Also, he had never wanted to play it because he'd always wanted to play baseball. But then he discovered he was good at it. It's running, and you're kicking the ball, which is difficult, but not as difficult as it was for him to throw or catch or hit with a bat. So he was really excited. In fact, he was so good at it that he was the starter for his high school team all 4 years of high school, and he even played in college. And that is an interesting story that I will tell you some other time. But what really matters is that after he graduated college, he took a year off and he journeyed all the way over to England in an attempt to find a team that would sign him, because he really couldn't find a team to sign him in there. And that's how he wound up being signed by Lincoln City. Now, Lincoln City plays in the 4th tier of British football, confusingly named League 2. However, Lincoln City just got promoted this season. Starting off in 2017, August 5th, 2017 is their home opener. And they needed a new, knowing that they were going to be in this, I'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so Keith Morgan here, he's the guy on the side. He is their striker, although it appears that he is not going to actually be their striker today. So let's move forward. Play match. I guess we're away, so we'll be in black. The Wanderers can be in blue. As you can see, Morgan appears to actually be playing forward, but he's not the lead forward. I've played a few other matches and played in their little fake pre-cup thing they did to get the hang of the controls, and he's always played in the spot Green is playing in. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna play controlling Morgan. I should point out right now that I am playing on the Switch and not my PC, which is why it looks the way it looks. But yeah, so this is the Switch. All right, Lincoln City versus the Wanderers. We are away. Obviously, I mentioned that already. So, let's talk a little bit about Keith here and his trip, how he managed to get signed to the Wanderers. Not the Wanderers. He didn't play for the Wanderers. How he managed to get signed here to Lincoln City. So when he graduated from high school, he fielded a few different offers for different colleges. But let's be honest here, soccer in the U.S. is not as popular as American football or basketball or baseball. Although there are a lot of men's soccer programs, not every college offers them. So he fielded a few offers, including one from a Division I team. We already have a corner. This is pretty good, I guess. Well, I mean, Keith's never going to win any, he's never going to win this. Well, and he wasn't anywhere near that one. Quick, score. No. Okay. Well, what were you doing there? Number 15, I think. Anyway, so he fielded a bunch of, well, not a bunch. He fielded a handful of offers from teams, mostly in Division II. All right, Keith, this is your big shining moment to pass the ball. And then get it passed back to you. And then score. Yeah! No, score! No! Oh, rejected goal. Oh. I demand that we get that back. Oh! Oh. Anyway, so I fielded a bunch of offers from colleges. Even one in a Division I school, but they told him he wasn't going to start, and they didn't offer him a scholarship or anything. So he said no to that because he wanted to play. He wanted to start, and he was pretty confident that wasn't going to happen. There's a slide tackle of frustration there. So he actually wound up playing at Incarnate Word in San Antonio for Division 2 school. No, they're Division 1 school. Never mind. They're Division 1 school. I don't know why. So ignore everything I just said. Wait. What's happening? Oh my goodness. Am I going to score? Okay. Yes! And that is how Keith Morgan scored his first goal in the English League 2. A penalty. All right. Yeah, so forget all I just said about, because I just realized where he went to school is a Division 1 school. It's just not a top-tier Division 1 school. I was kind of confusing Division 1 with what is known as Division 1 Bowl Subdivision. And the Championship Subdivision. But that's American football, not British football. That was my bad. Anyway, so he played... Score! Worth a shot. So he started at Incarnate Word for his all 4 years that he could play. I was going to see if I could get that guy an assist. I think that's probably really helpful if Keith gives other teammates assists by scoring when they pass it to him. So, yeah. He spent a lot of... So, when he graduated, he didn't field a lot of... that didn't go well. He didn't field a tremendous amount of offers from soccer teams in the States where he wanted to play. So what he did was he took a year off from school. And he... He took a year off from school and saved up his money and then traveled to England because he thought maybe he'd have a shot. Maybe he could play in one of the non-league teams. I mean, they still make money. He might have to do other stuff too, but you know, it's worth a shot. And cool, 2 minutes at a time. So he headed over to England. I'll tell you a little bit more about what happened there in the second half. Also, I was offside, so it was a good thing that it didn't come to me. And there is halftime. All right. So he came over. I'm not. Let's be honest here. It wasn't exactly a legal trip because his plan was to get a job, and you're really not supposed to do that. But you know what? It doesn't matter. No drawing on the first game. No, only when. Oh, he was well offsides. Also, yeah, okay. Our goalkeeper has a Macklemore haircut. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, I like Macklemore and all, but he has bad hair. Anyway, so he came over and he had some tryouts for some other League 2 teams. He actually had a tryout for a championship team. That's the second tier of British football, if you didn't know that. And but nothing was coming out of any of these tryouts. And so one day he was just playing somebody who he had tried out with, another team, invited him to just come hang out and play, and it was in Lincoln, in the city of Lincoln. And they were on a pitch, just, you know, kicking the ball around, and there happened to be a scout there from Lincoln City. And Lincoln City, like I mentioned, just brand new into the football league. We're looking to shore up some of their team, and guess what? they got themselves a nice, good new striker who scored their only, so far, goal in the opening game of the match. And scored 2 goals in the semifinals of the cup. Oh! So close. And yet not even close. Scored 2 goals in their fake cup, international cup thing they played beforehand, which we won, by the way. We won the whole thing. He scored 2 goals in the semifinals. First. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. The only other FIFA I've played is FIFA 14. This is FIFA 18. It's a little different. I'm getting used to the controls still. I am playing on semi-pro. I just feel like I should be completely honest with you at this point. And I thought about playing on amateur skill level just simply because I really, 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 really wanted to have a good first outing. But, yeah, you know what? I think semi-pro is probably where we're going to spend much of this time anyway. No! There we go. Get it under control. Oh, and he passes it to me. And I did not mean to do that, but I passed it to my teammate, sort of, with the help of the Wanderers player, defender there. I'm open. Cross it to me. Don't cross it to me. Cross it to me. No, yeah. Yeah. Go. Okay, well, that's not the thing I meant to hit. Hopefully he won't. Okay. Well, that was not the best cross there, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's Keith. We'll be learning more about him. I'm going to talk a little bit about his high school career and his college life. His college life was very interesting. Not so much the soccer side of things. I mean, he played for Incarnate Word. Good soccer team, but let's be honest, not going to make a lot of news within the NCAA. You know, they're not, you know, the Tar Heels, or whatever in UNC is, because, you know, I mean, that's the first soccer team that popped in my head. They're actually pretty good. I think they're ranked 2 right now in real people world, and not in FIFA 18 world, because they don't exist in FIFA 18 world. Anyway, so yeah, let's. Oh, well, we're almost done. Let's see if we can't get another goal here. We need an insurance goal just to be on the safe side. Don't pass it to me. I'm offsides. Pass it to me. Well, that was a really cruddy pass on your part. Person who definitely shouldn't have passed it to me at that exact moment. All right, we won our first game, 1-0. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can find my brilliant penalty, or Keith's brilliant penalty. No, not the over the net one. There we go. Yeah, brilliant penalty. All right, what was that? 6.4 match rating. That's pretty good. Bunch of stuff. 5 matches completed, whatever, all that stuff. That's great. So this has been Keith's story in FIFA 18. Thank you for watching. Come back soon for more FIFA 18.